Hey, what's up, you guys? It's JTA, Josh with Tech Addiction. And here we have the ZTE Zmax Pro. And then on this side, we have the ZTE Blade Zmax. So this one is a year old, and the other one is brand new, like it just came out a few months ago. So what's the difference between these two, and what's so special about them? So I'm just going to go through a few things, make this very brief, not too long. But yeah, so as you can see here, the placement of the fingerprint sensors are almost identical in the same positioning. The speaker grills are also in the same positioning. The whole body is about the same size. So if you look at where the flash and the camera up top are placed, that's where it starts to differentiate in the design. So here you have two cameras, 16 megapixel and a 2 megapixel camera. So that's supposed to be for like kind of like your portrait mode and stuff like that, similar to other phones like the iPhone Galaxy Note 8, except for it's on a budget. Both of these phones came in, well, you could get them for $100, and that's when I purchased these. As you guys know, I had this one for a while, and this one was $100. And then I also got this because it's Black Friday, the Black Friday sale for $100. But again, you do have to sign up with service. So if you go into the placement of the buttons, they're literally about the same. Here's this one here for the power button, and here's this one for the power button. The volume rockers are here. So this is almost like a minimal upgrade, but then it's not, because they changed the cameras and then they changed the back. Now, some people, they like this back. It's kind of like a matte blue, like the feel. There's a texture. So when you hold it in the hands, it's actually really nice and sturdy. This one can become a little slippery, but because of the indentations and the grooves, you can say as well, this one has a good feel to it when holding it. Now, I know some people like to throw cases on these, but for $100, I would like to rock it nude, no case, maybe just a screen protector. Well, like this one, I have a screen protector on here. And that definitely, you want to just keep that sexy body out. I love the trim around here, and it's shining. Almost looks like metal, just like this one has its kind of goldish rose gold look to it. Like you have to see it in person. It's not actually silver, it's a different color. Maybe a little copper ish color. So yeah. Now, as I was telling you before, the labels, this right here, I really like. Hopefully you can peel this off, but it's really hard to get these things off. That's why, as you can see for mine, a year later, it's still stuck on here. But guess what? It's clear. So I didn't mind it. It blended in with the phone. That was fine. This one is white and it looks tacky on the phone. Probably as tacky as this wrist strap on my arm for me falling off my bicycle. So don't mind this in the video. But yeah, so it just looks a little off here. So turning around to the front, both of the phones, wow, almost identical. Now this one has a screen protector on it, so this kind of looks a little off. But yeah, basically the same phone, same size. So you're gonna say, what's the difference? The difference between these two is this one has 7.0 Nougat, which actually has 7.1.1 now, and this is still rocking Android Marshmallow 6.0. I think 6.0.1 or something like that. So this, people are saying it's supposed to get the update. I think ZTE had like a beta program. Some people were able to get it, but guess what? You can no longer get it unless you root your phone. So you're stuck in the past without the updated software for the 2-in-1 multi-window feature that's built into Nougat. But then some people will say the other difference is this speaker sounds a little bit louder than this speaker. I feel like they're both about the same. They're probably using the same parts just to cut costs on a $100 phone. Now, even the cameras in comparison, using both of them, to me, seem to be about the same. So, yeah. If you don't have this phone already, I would get this one. If you have this, I would just stick with this one. There's not too much of a difference here, you guys. Oh, I think I actually have that one turned off. But yeah, the screen quality, the screens basically still look about the same, you guys. So I would not rush to a store to go buy this one if you have this one. So aesthetic wise, that's all I wanted to compare about that. Because I just wanted to do this brief overview for people that are thinking about buying this one, or staying with this one and then getting this, staying with this one, not getting this one, or upgrading from this one to this one. So the other thing is, guess what? They're both rocking 2 gigabytes of RAM. Now the processors are different. I forget which processor this one has, but I know it's supposed to be a better processor in here. But guess what? The speed is almost the same, you guys. Like literally everything is still running buttery smooth on here and on here. So they both have 2 gigabytes of RAM. They both have 32 gigabytes of memory. The cameras, pretty much the only different thing here, you have another camera, but guess what? Picture quality is literally about the same. Like, I don't care if you say it's 16 megapixel or 20 megapixel. The iPhone has 12 megapixel and it's still shooting better than both of these phones. So definitely there's something where you can label a camera as 16 or 13 megapixel and still claim it to be a good camera, or claim it to be 16 megapixel. Because to me, I thought the higher the megapixel, the better camera. But clearly in these scenarios, that is not the case. What else can I say about these phones? They both have the fingerprint sensors. They both are supporting 4G LTE. That both work. Well, it works on Metro PCS by default, but you can unlock it and with service for 3 months, and then use it on Cricket. And the 4G LTE will also work on Cricket. ZTE makes phones for both Cricket and Metro PCS. So this is just a brief overview discussing, you know, why you should or maybe shouldn't, or just like a versus. So the design versus this design. So this has been JTA, Josh with Tech Addiction, and I hope to see you guys in another video soon.